Welcome back to Sierra Survival Adventures. There's the van behind me, but we've got a bit of a new adventure going on. I introduced last week YouTube and Facebook and my socials to the new member of the family, which is my dual sport motorbike. So today I just want to talk a little bit about the motorbike and how I've set it up. And hopefully, we've got Easter holidays coming up. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can take the motorbike while camping. That's the plan. I want to get out there and do some photographs and a little bit of photography, a little bit of camping. Just one night out. Let's see what happens. So without further ado, let's go to the motorbike and have a look round. Video last week where we took the bike out for a ride and its first introduction into YouTube, I got some questions of what is it, where's it come from, because it's not a bike that you see a lot of. So it's a 2019 Kimco Striker 125. Why a 125, you ask? Well, a 125 because of medical issues. If I drop it, I want to be able to pick it up. I don't want something that's really heavy. Secondly, I want something for the country lanes and things like that. Well, the maximum speed on the country lanes is 90 kilometers per hour in the Czech Republic. And this goes up to 100, which is fine. And through the towns and villages, it's 50 kilometers an hour. So it's powerful enough. It also gets me a little bit off-road. Now, you can only go off-road in certain places, so there's not a lot of off-road with it, but at least if I want to be off-road, I can. I live close to the German border, so going into Germany, I've got more chances of off-road and probably getting onto the TET, which is the Trans-European Trail. There's some of that in the Czech Republic as well, which I'd like to have a look at. So, about the bike itself, well, I bought very cheaply two Kimco Strikers. The other Kimco Striker, if I just take you in here, is all in pieces. This is the garage. It's all in pieces, and basically I stripped this one down, really stripped it down. There's a few more things that I need to do on it, and any issues the other bike had, I've taken parts from this bike as well as a couple of new parts from the dealers, and basically over the past few months I've rebuilt the bike. I've rebuilt it to a point where I can't do anything else on it. All I need to do now is get the timing checked, which is something that I have to take it to a garage for, because that is beyond me. I've stripped down the carburetor, I've done the brakes, taken all the brakes off, scrubbed them out, put new clutch cable on it, new brake cable on it. What else have I put on it? The fuel gauge wasn't working on it, so I fixed that. The float in the sender unit for the brake wasn't working, so now I can see how much fuel I've got in there. Cleaned it all up. So yeah, I mean, I've tightened the chain obviously and lubed the chain and everything else. So yeah, basically I've set it up so I can go around and basically do my photography, but also at the same time do some camping and this, that and the other. So parts I've actually added to the bike. Well, on the front mudguard here, I've got my tool roll. In there is any essential tools I might need, spanners, I've got tie wraps in there because obviously if things fall off, tie wraps are brilliant for fastening them back on again. What else is in there? Yeah, just general tools, tire pressure gauges and things like that. I've extended the front screen. The front screen actually ended where you see this line. And what I've done is I've taken the front screen off of the other motorbike and extended it. Couple of reasons for that. One is buffeting. When you're riding and you've got the wind in your face, the first screen wasn't large enough. And secondly, I wanted something to cover more, keep the sun off, keep the rain off, the dials off my GPS mobile phone and everything else. So that's, as a result of that, it's made it a lot better, and it's now covering the cockpit part of the bike. Now, with the size of the screen, now I can just feel a bit of buffeting on the top of my helmet, which is fantastic. Whereas before, I used to get it smack straight in the face. So yeah, I've put some hand guards on it. So these are aluminium Arabis, is that how you say it? Arabis, whatever, hand guards. And the idea behind these hand guards with the aluminium bracket on here is if I drop the bike, which you can see I've already done once by this little scuff here. If I drop the bike, you can see a little bit there as well, it protects the bike. It doesn't break the brake levers, the clutch levers, the mirrors, everything else. So these are actually designed to stop that happening and causing more damage, because nobody wants a broken clutch lever or brake lever, for example. Brake lever you can deal with, you can just use your back brake, but the clutch lever, if that breaks off, you're kind of screwed. So that's an addition to it. Staying on the cockpit area, I've added a USB charger, so I can charge my GPS from if I go long distance. I'm a bit of a lunatic because I went out yesterday and I didn't take the charger with me after putting it on the day before, and my bloody phone ran out. So I was tracking the route I was doing, and my GPS phone went dead. I don't actually use my my normal mobile phone. What I've done is I've set up another old mobile phone, a waterproof mobile phone I had. I've set that up, and that tracks. I've got an app on there. We'll talk about apps in another video, but I've got an app on there that tracks where I'm going, or I can go direct to maps and I can look at my speed and my bloody engine temperature and everything else. So yeah, that's something else we'll talk about another day, the app. But yeah, so I've added a robust mobile phone holder. This one here, absolutely superb. I can't remember the name. Wait a minute, let me just get my glasses out, it might be on there. But this mobile phone holder is absolutely superb. There's no vibration on the phone itself. It says Squad Goal Journey, and it's an Osso Pro mobile phone holder. It's totally rubberized, so all these end bits are all rubber. This obviously extends because the size of my old phone with the GPS chip is quite large. I use the Ulefone 10, so it's a waterproof, bulletproof mobile phone. The reason I changed to my Samsung is because the photographs were absolutely terrible. But anyway, the back end of it's on a ball joint just here. There's two balls, and this bracket here fits onto the handlebar. This one fits onto the phone holder itself. Okay, and yeah, I mean, absolutely superb. With this one as well, there's also if you look on this side, just here, this thing here, you can actually attach a GoPro on there. It's a GoPro mount, but I don't want to do that. I've got mine on my helmet itself. What else up front? Well, not a lot. That's about it. I was trying to put bar risers on it, but I can't find any bar risers that fit these sockets here. I don't know why. The phone's from the phone. What am I on about? The motorbike is from Taiwan. So yeah, it's I don't know. I'm trying to find bar risers to support that. Moving down the bike, what else have I put on it? I put this mesh seat on here. This mesh seat was the largest one I could find. What I originally wanted it to go right the way up the tank, but then it wasn't big enough. So what I've done is, this is actually Velcro, and I've stapled this on as the seat itself. It's a double mesh onto the bottom of the seat, and wow, what a difference today makes. It absolutely changed the feeling of the seat completely, so I'm really in love with that. Okay, moving on to, we'll look at the bags in a minute, but looking onto the back of the motorbike, I wanted something to secure my camera. So I've attached a small, and it is small, a small box in there. Okay, I've just got a first aid kit in there at the moment, but I've attached a small camera box in there, as you can see. Attach that to the back where usually the big massive boxes goes on, which I don't want because I hate them. And I love it, absolutely love it. It's big enough, you know, if I go out, I can throw a little flask of coffee in there, or my sandwiches, or other kinds of things if I haven't got the camera. But absolutely love it. It's got a handle on it, but there's no way you're taking this off, because to get it on was a right royal pain. The good thing about it as well is I can stick a padlock in there, okay, on either side. There's a hole either side to fasten that up. So yeah, really in love with that box. It has come in so handy since I put it on. Now, let's talk about bags. I've got it set up at the minute for camping. There's everything I need to do a one-night camp on the back of the bike at the moment. I was looking online, and there is so many different bags for motorbikes, for dual sport adventure motorbikes. And the problem with them are, when you're looking at things like Moscow and Giant Loop and all these different brands of bags for the back of the bike, soft panniers, because I don't want hard panniers, they're so bloody expensive. I mean, I was looking yesterday with a friend of mine, and for the full setup, you're looking at between $900 and $1,000, American dollars, US dollars, 800, 900 pounds for the full bag setup. I can't afford that. That's just out of my price range. So what I did was, I got on Amazon and I ordered these heavy duty Sol dry bags, and I come up with a system that I could fasten the dry bags to the actual bike. And if you look on here, there's a strap here that goes across the seat. What I did with this is I shortened the strap that originally comes off the bike and had it sewn together with a friend of mine. She stitched it all together for me with the two hooks. Down the bottom here, I've got the same strap again, which comes down and fastens onto the passenger toe peg hook just here. No, these are fastened by really hard plastic hooks. Each bag has a little pouch, little zipper pouch on them, so you can, I don't know, put little things in there should you need to. Well, I don't know what's small enough to go in there, but yeah. The two ones on the side are 5 litre, as you can see. Dry bag, 5 litre. Going around the other side, I've got, again, dry bag, 5 litre on this side. Exactly the same setup there, attached to the toe peg mount. Just put the toe peg back up there. Toe peg mount, and then it's fastened to the back loop, the solid loop on the back of the pannier rack, on the back of the back box rack here, by these really strong ratchet straps. Then on top, I've got a 20 litre dry bag, same company. Strap these on really well. I mean, this is not going anywhere. I mean, it's absolutely solid. Bought these straps off Amazon. These straps each one is 1/2 metre long, and what I've done is I've used 2 together on either side, so I've got double protection when I'm fastening it. So I can fasten it on this side and also on this side, but also if I loosen it off, I can actually add, I don't know, a tent, or I wouldn't never take a tent, but I could add something else onto the top of that, which I could put, say, some extra clothing in, or food or whatever. So that gives me space. Now, like I said to you, the cost of Moscow, Giant Loop and all these other brands is extortionate money. Put in the comments below how much you think this system cost me. And don't go cheating and looking on Amazon at these bags and seeing how much they are. But you will be absolutely shocked at how much this whole system cost me. Now, in these bags, first of all, you know, I've got the tools at the front of the bike. In this one here, I've got warm clothing. I've got a tarp for sleeping under a tarp because I don't like tents. Spare gloves, waterproof trousers. And then on the other side, in this one here, I've got food, my cooking setup, which is only very small, something else we can look at when I go camping. Got my cooking equipment in there. And then onto the top bag, you know, cooking and food, sorry, on the side bag. And then in the 20-litre dry bag, I've got my sleeping bag. I've got an extra tarp. I've got my roll mat for sleeping on. I've got my pillow. I've got at the end there, my food box, my overnight food box with dry food, emergency food, everything else like that in it. It's enough, you know, it's absolutely enough. And like I said, you know, if I go camping in the summer, I can literally undo these straps and take my jacket off and stick my jacket on there. So this system, seriously guys, is so much cheaper. Yeah, you have a look, remember, comment down below. So much cheaper than the brand names. 100%, 110% waterproof, thick, robust bags that are not going to break or leak or split when you tip the bike over and things like that. Okay, and it works. Okay, it just takes a little bit of brain power and you will accomplish that. Okay, so we've just hit 16 minutes on the video. No, on this part of the video. So there you go. That's the motorbike. Now you've seen it. Now you know what it is. It holds 12 litres of unleaded petrol. Yeah, range of about 300 kilometers. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so any comments in the video down below, please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get Sierra Survival Adventures back on the map. I've not been around for a while, so let's get back into it. Take care everybody, speak to you all very, very soon. Hopefully, let's hope we're out on a camping trip really soon. Bye for now.